Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead, and I'm back with more Ace Attorney 4, Apollo Justice, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so last time, actually don't quite remember exactly what we did, but we remember questioning a lot of people. We talked to stuff about people and stuff, trying to find out who killed the guy in the park. Probably wasn't Waki, but either way, we're talking to Plum, his mother. So named for the fact that she is, a plum. I don't know. Anyway. Here we go. Yep. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. Okay, so clearly someone took the pistol and shot somebody, but like... Okay. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. What in the state of Japanifornia? None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Waki could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Alita Tiala. Yeah, Waki's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Waki brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know... it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in the business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. So did she kill the guy? Because she could have gotten the gun from Waki or something? You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Waki seems... well... it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? You see this fucking mansion? Of course it pays the bills! It pays. We need a lot of money right now. We're opening the pizza joint. Play money, that is. I see. Something must be up. You'll see things the way the boss sees them. Someday. Can I present her with anything, or...? About these... Hey, my bloomers! Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so, Ah, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? I don't want them. Why would I want them? Oh, no, I couldn't, really. I could use those in my magic hippopotamus act. I'll pull shivs and pieces of Godfathers out of them. Where would you get those? Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous. I don't know, Apollo. Her props at the moment are a dove and also like a magic wooden mannequin that pops out of her back. I think she's pretty good at this. Anywho, let's see, how about this? Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Waki? Oh, that's his knife, alright. Bought it for him for his birthday. Oh, that's a pretty hardcore present. I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms. Oh, I know the feeling. I'll bet he was just as happy as I was when with my plastic spaghetti. That's a really weird line to just hear out of context. Alright. In that case, if she's not giving any more information... I think we already went to El Dunes. Let's try People Park. Never mind, nothing's really different here either. So... huh. Impressive gait befitting the okay. Befitting the Kitaki Mansion. Look at the nameplate. Kitaki. That's so cool. Short and blunt, like any good gangster. Ooh, let's change our name. How about Wah? Wah. Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think? No comment. Several colors of paint have been splashed across the gate. Most of it's pretty much dry, too. This is going to be one heck of a cleanup job. They're gonna need to bring in, like, the power washing guy. I think I have a new respect for, like, power washing companies after Power Washing Simulator. I need to play more of that. Let's see, though. Maybe this? This is the mirror we found. From the hit and run, eh? Funny how it all ties together in this. I like this. We chase after hit and run and end up Walkie's attorney. Of course, you'll find the real killer soon. Won't you? I will make an attempt. Let's see, though. Hi, kid. I have no idea what you're talking about. How about this gun? So this pistol belongs to the Kitaki family. Is that correct? It's one of the pieces we keep around. It is we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Oh? Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom. Don't you think you should have given them that too? You're kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom. How about this? Hi, kid. Well, it has something to do with Walkie. How would you not have any idea what it is? Alright, in that case, let's try going to the detention center. Maybe Walkie's out of, questioning. June 16th, detention center visitors room. I was hoping to meet with my client. Walkie Kitaki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally! Yo, sup, my little imposter? Hey, what did you call me? Sam, it's you? Sorry, G. I thought you were a leader. Imposter? Ding, ding. No, I'm not doing. No, not. No. Alright. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a Clink thing. You wouldn't understand. I would hope not. Damn, he has a similar hairstyle to me, doesn't he? With like the swirl and stuff. I don't like it. Did I say imposter? I mean poster, like poster girl, right? If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and that. Better to die young than fade away, bizarre! What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, what a relief. I mean, we already read this in the trial, but yeah. Oh, you carry so close to your heart. Untended to immediately could kill you. That would be the slowest bullet in history if it took that long to kill him. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? I am, but that's not what a lawyer does. Lawyer, not gopher. Gopher, I barely know her. Anyway, fuck, stick drift, god damn it! Alright. So, I hear you're to be married next month? Straight up, we poured the nuptial 40 out of this stew. What? Alita, oh, Snapple Cake, she's so fine. Sure, man, go for it. Go off, King. I think he's smitten with her in his own way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with the leader, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. She's absolutely the killer, isn't she? So both of them are mum about their past. Maybe that's just a misdirect and it was actually a suicide. Honestly, could be either, honestly. Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? It's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivales family. So you're rivals with them? Shut up. So about 6 months back, I go onto Rivales' turf packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coolest thing I ever seen. They didn't even know he had a knife, they just pulled out a gun. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know that? So you were taken to the Maractus clinic then? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed? And it's still threatening his life. Again, a very slow bullet. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivales paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. God damn it! Behave, controller. There. Life in the family's a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? I like your cut, G. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. Not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Oh, what a pity. Doesn't want to fight, just wants to sit back, collect cash. Hate to see it. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Which is why I make no money. It's on purpose. Shut up. Better to live fast and die young, for shizzle. That I don't agree with. Wait till I run the yard, then everyone will know what time it is. It's, I don't have a clock near me, so... like, 12 something? I don't know. That's right, OG time all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Strucy. Yeah, it means original guys. Dipshit. Okay, so that's not really doing much. How about the gun? How about these weapons? The pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer Mr. Stickler says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. You guess it was you? Dad, we're finished! Yo, Walkie. You think you could tell us exactly what happened that night, Fishizzle? Huh. You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Okay, so he's gonna tell us then. Oh, actually, yes. Alright, sure. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Bitch, what do you mean you don't know? Who else had a gun? Huh? The day of that checkup when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Okay, and? You're gonna give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. You shot him in the head, Walkie. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him at the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Okay, that lines up with what we know, yeah. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Jordy, you're more whacked than I am, and that's saying something. Now, I'm more whacked than the doctor, though. That guy's whacked. Because he was murdered. Anyway, but I was serious. Thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. Were you shot in the head? You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? I earned some reward points. Alright, huh. He doesn't remember. Hold on, let's see if he knows anything about the noodle stand. Yeah, whatever. Seems preoccupied. I'm not sure he even looked at my evidence. Alita, man! Alita! He needs Alita. Okay, where would she be? Probably here. No, never mind. Okay, where would she be? Probably here. Okay, never mind. Probably here. I'm out of ideas. Aldoons? I don't know. Let's present him with the noodle stand. That's right, Sonny. When you bring my stand home, I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready? I guess. Till that stand is back home, the case is not closed. You hear me? I think I'll avoid talking about his stand in the future. Oh, right, I forgot I can do profiles too. Never mind, I cannot do profiles. Weird. So I can't present him with profiles. And where exactly is Alita? Not in the garage, is she? No, she is not. Okay, fine. We're going back to... Maybe she's at the Hickfield Clinic for some reason? Nope. Okay, so I don't know where to go to find her, but... at the very least, we could probably go keep talking to Walkie and get something out of him. Anything about the car? That'll be a no. What if I show him his mother's underwear? Maybe that'll pick something. No, it did not. Is he willing to talk? He's not. Huh. So he's preoccupied and won't talk about anything else. What about the knife? Already said that. But he wants Alita, which we cannot seem to get him. So... surely I don't have to talk to her about any leads or anything to progress the story, right? Ah, fuck it, why not? If everything that Hippopotamus Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Why are you naming Pokemon? Whoa! Evidence keeps flying out of nowhere! Ta-da! That's all. That's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. In other words, no. You don't know anything. Maybe she has something else to say now? Nope. Already examined that. Dragon! Colorful dragon turns its baleful gaze in my direction. As if to say, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Don't worry, Mr. Dragon. Me and Hope haven't been on speaking terms for a while. Huh. I may be out of ideas. Unless there's something I didn't examine at People Park, which is entirely possible. A mannequin put in place of the body. I think I've seen him by the police station. The way he's forced to look at the ground now, day in and day out. Kinda sad. A knife is sticking straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Walkie was very likely pointing this at the victim. Like he wanted to kill him. Yeah, that's the problem. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His stand's been standing here since the whole thing started. It almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. Okay, so all that done. Let's see. What else is there that I can actually do? Blue plastic tarps cover the ground around the stand. They were apparently put here to preserve the crime scene. But like, what's under them? Okay. Maybe we need the other thing in the thing. This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else here? Something near the bottom. Oh yeah, the slippers. A Maractus Clinic. Look at the paint on these. That means... these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up. Oh, that was it. Okay. Why didn't we just take them both? The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf is stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. I got paint on my hand. Apollo? I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. Apollo, that's a dick move, man. So basically, there's a little printable leaf on the bottom. So she doesn't have a clue what that is, but maybe finding that clue will allow us to trigger some other flag. Nope. Okay. Wrong. All right. Okay, let's see about the little slipper thing. God damn it, Walkie, pay attention! This is literally about the thing in your heart. Wants me to bring him his fiance. I get it. I gotcha, bro. I understand. I don't know where she is. Fuck! Where else can I go? What can I do? Okay, Eldoon, fine. Oh! Well, that's on me. Alright. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. The business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But... What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Unless... Not you! Okay, so in other words, we probably need to go find a leaf in the park. Ah, okay. Alright, I see where we're going here. June 16th, Kitaki Mansion. Look at that crowd over by the park! Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? Oh, because fucking Clavier is doing a concert or whatever. I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Yep, there's his bike with the symbol of my hair on it. Wait, that motorcycle... Ah, if it isn't Dad Forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! Thus, the screams. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them, they love it. Oh, he's so cute. Ha ha ha, they're so excited, it doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog. I love cranking my hog in the living room. My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Clogged with... a hippopotamus? Sorry to hear that. Hard to believe that it could break from just that. It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst at a forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. I don't get paid enough to afford the opposite. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get it fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah. He's in a foul mood too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. Oh my god, there he goes. And the forecast for the park today? Gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Oh, there's the leaf. Look at that. Right there. June 16th, People Park. Because they moved the tarp. Huh? Does something about the scene look different to you? The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky! Hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. Miserable. I just got a new kid and I can't do the stuff to work. I just got a new kid and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Munch, 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 munch. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Yeah, been there. Sounds like she's trying to sort out some sort of new forensics technique. Really quick, just gonna grab the leaf. Not that I don't care, but like I require that. The tarps that are here yesterday are all gone. I wonder why Detective Sky put them out. Yeah, the only thing they were covering is the ground. Oh, you know, I think I see something there. A print. A print? Exactly, Apollo, the thing right there. The clue's here, Apollo, there's literally a clue right there. Alright, I guess we gotta talk to her first. Detective Sky, you knew Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Are you my mother? He helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? She then recounts the entirety of Rise from the Ashes in the span of like 10 minutes. So there's this guy named Joe Dock. I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? Well, I failed the test. But, you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. It's a paintbrush. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous. Right. A prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow, like Edgeworth. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. Okay, that's news. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway. I could ask Trucy. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? At the height of 6 feet tall? Oh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue? This is a footprint analyst kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your hippopotamus snatching student witness, for instance. Aha! So with that kit... Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Hey, Shaw, you're friends! I like you, Emma. You're good. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions for her new kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick up the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. Or analyze, as I should say in an English accent. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. I'd rather just do the red one. That's the one I need. Shoe prints prepare to be examined. Ooh, this is so exciting. Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press A where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your Pico before you're done, you have to start over. In other words, it's about being strategic. There we go, that's mostly fine. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Eat it. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press A to blast it with the dryer. Hey, give it a shot. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. I could hit someone with this. Yes, that's a good one. Next to the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now with A and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. I kind of like the little mini games involved in this. Right, now the moment you have all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Boom. Someone stepped in gum. Let's see if we get a match. We have records of shoe prints? This was the stickler guy, right? Nope. Who wears shoes like that? She wears heels, apparently. Interesting. Alright, similar, but not the same. Probably not, but... Oh, he even has the logo on it at the bottom of his shoes. Amazing, alright. %100% match, even I can tell just by looking at it. Also, why do we have shoe prints? Of the various people. So the shoe prints belong to Walkie Kitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow! I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Ah, nothing feels better. He's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case. With science. Oh, that certainly brightened her mood. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. Analyzed. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. Is it looking good? Next to dry the plaster. I'll be honest, man. I'm not sure if it's looking good or not. Okay, let's take out the mold. Alright, good. It just took the shoe part. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. This is a slipper, so obviously there's not really much. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. The leaf. Huh. That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It's strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Should still be one more. How about these? Okay, so this is where a stickler was. Just microwaving feet, as God intended. Alright. Also, it seems like Stickler is also wearing heels. Look at, like, the divide between, like, the front and back foot. Right. now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take out the print. Ready? Here goes. Well, let's see if we get a match. It's So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. The final version of it, at least. Now we know where the hippopotamus statue was standing. I mean, I should talk to her about the mystery print. This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Aldoon's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left in this mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. Yep, pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint! Except for... See, right here? Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf! What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in the paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic! Exactly. The Victim's Clinic. Wait, that means... that someone from the clinic was involved? I mean, the victim. Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say that the murder and the clinic aren't connected. Again, the guy who runs the place was shot. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Huh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Detective Sky's orders added to the court record. Right. Maractus Clinic, here comes justice. Okay, now we got a little bit more of a path going on. June 16th, Aldoon's house. Ah, you two again. When, oh when will you learn? Look at me however you want, you're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look at what we have. What's this? Detective Sky? Yesterday was Professor Prosecutor Gavin, today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Oh man, let's bake some eggs. Why do they have all the ramen bowls? Are those... do those shoes belong to Alita? Huh. June 16th, Maractus Clinic reception. Huh, kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. Police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might have been some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Yeah, for starters, this looks suspicious. Why are there shoes? There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these, just in case. Just stole somebody's shoes. Sandals added to the court record. Maybe they wrote their name on the bottom of them, like Andy from Toy Story. Nope. That's weird. Apollo, there's quite literally a clue right here. Hey, Apollo, you think this is... Huh. This could be a toe print. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. I cannot, for the life of me, believe that toe print is an actual thing that might come up in this. I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of like a fingerprint, but it's just like, I just have to ask a defendant, or like one of the people on the stand, show me your toes. And just, I gotta go from there, I guess. Can you imagine that, though? Like, you walk into court and the opposing lawyer is like, fucking, oh, hey, can I see your toes for a moment, sir? And it's like, the fuck are you on about? No. If you don't, we're sending you to jail. Honestly, still 50-50 on whether or not I want to show you. Didn't you do anyway because he offers you money? Hey, it worked! It looks like a big toe, maybe? I mean, with the position of the shoe, yeah, probably. But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print. But is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. There is. Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print. This seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. We got that. We got a bunch of ramen bowls here for some reason. Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldoon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. And I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. That feels like a Borderlands quote. Brutal, but effective. These must be the slippers for the patients at the clinic. Same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have paint in the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? Well, if Alita took her shoes off here, because this matches the color palette, then she would have had to take the slippers and then leave, and then, yeah. I know that face. Well, yeah, you saw it a few minutes ago. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how'd you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. Bitch, you mean a face? Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. These sandals. That's quite a clear print in there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is, or if they're connected to this. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints match, you'd know the same person wore both. I have another shoe worn by the same person? Yup. I think I just might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare the sample with this other print? Oh, fuck, there is a print in there. Oh. I will dust that right now. Could this be a print? Either be a... Oh, yeah, toe print. Yep. Okay. Maybe we can analyze just like a regular print. Let's just do a normal dusting and blowing. There we go. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe. Yep, same toe. I feel like I solved the case already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints. Yep. Nope, nope, nope. This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Ooh, the print on this is nice. These is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person who wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Just gonna take these to Walkie. He'll say like, oh, it was probably fucking, Alita that wore them. Never mind, he's not here. June 16th, Attention Center Visitors Room. Well, the time of the decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do we want to talk to? Excuse me. Both detainees are currently in questioning to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Walkie? Both of them? I pity the questioner. Guess we'll be back then. Okay, we take it to Plum then? I don't know. Phoenix, maybe? Maybe. June 16th, Hickfield Clinic. Hey! Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard he did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. Man, I'm tripping over everything today, aren't I? Okay. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know, what did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still in high school! He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. What about the forging evidence? That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? Yep, okay, so that's something. They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the fortune attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in today's trial? It was a single piece of forged evidence. Naughty magician's trick, yep. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. It's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now. It's refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for a change. Gotcha. Wait, what if I show my attorney's badge? Never mind, no reaction. Even though he used to do that all the time. Maybe to finally get him out of his funk, we need to ask him like the difference between a stepladder and a ladder. Where else would we go? The garage? Nope. How about the clinic again? Are they out of questioning now? Not really sure where else to go here. Damn it! Alright. Anywhere else I can go to make something happen? I guess I can go back to Emma. Can I present anything of value to her? If the prints on these slippers and these sandals match, which they do, it means that the same person was wearing them. You know, I thought that's what it might mean. Yep. Science is amazing! It is, isn't it? I've never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but this is a major lead. No, alright, that doesn't do anything. Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. I think you need more than just scientific help. Ask me anything you like. Just ask scientifically. Maybe that's a clue to go talk to Phoenix again? No reaction to anything. Not even that. The thing that, like, he used with Emma. And we found these, too. They're truces. Thanks, Apollo. Oh, I have to admit, as a father, I wonder. Why are you still carrying my daughter's hippopotamus around in your pocket? Ah, that'll teach me to show off my evidence to Mr. Wright. So that was what led you to the guilty party. Yes, thanks to you ripping the mirror off the car, I was able to deduce the... Make a good point, Apollo. In fact, it could be said that I'm to thank for finding the criminal. Think what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out. Huh. I got basically nothing. But I'm sure I'll figure something out. Nothing else here. What is it, Apollo? Oh! You want me to see a magic trick? Is that it? Okay, watch while I make that piece of evidence disappear. Forever! No, thanks. My bad. Aren't my hippopotamus amazing? They were a big hit in court. They were the star player of the day, that's true. What should I show them in court tomorrow? If only I could count on hippopotamus to save the day every day. What a quote, if I said that normally. Alright, honestly, I'm out of ideas. I can't just go back in there. Plum is gone. As is Gavin. Fuck it, maybe Emma does have something. I don't know what else to do. I'm fucked. Gavin said there was something blocking his tailpipe, though, which is interesting. Fingerprint analysis is the very basis of modern forensic science. I guess you could put it that way. And you two know how to dust prints on your own now. Make sure to examine anything you find that might have prints on it. Do I have anything else that might have prints on it? Already looked at that. Trash cans is next to the path here. I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid Little Plum's bloomers here, huh? That's right, Trucy. And what web of lies grew from that one little act? I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently, lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. Yeah, I got nothing. I've shown her pretty much everything I can. I've spoken to her about everything I can. That's all I got. Already examined the paint. Can't imagine this will give me any more information. Maybe there's something at the clinic I forgot. Like that pot or something. Fish tank, that. Oh, what about this room? There we go. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. I don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. Lucy, that's a crime. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. bump. Ah, Apollo, that sound, it came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. Break-in! They left through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a hippopotamus snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. He's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. Well, okay, there's a cup. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wrong voice. Wow, what a mess! This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk was here. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of that cup. It's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now? Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone's already entered 2 numbers, Apollo. 79. Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside this safe. Then wouldn't we be stealing it if we tried to open it? Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? We can by fingerprint analysis. Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record? Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers? I wonder. Let's see. No. Seven, 9. Okay, nothing there. No serial numbers, no anything. Well, there was a barcode in the side of it, but it's not. Why would it be? Why would the code for the safe be the gun that the guy was shot with? Never mind. That's the stupid idea. All right. 7, 9. Well, there's paint on it. Wait, maybe. Hold on. Okay, here we are. It's the phone. I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. Oh. I don't think of it. That wasn't a 7 and 9, was it? When you press the buttons, you have to touch them. With your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So, if we can find the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. We have a lot of this powder. Wonder if I actually reuse any when I like blow it off. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. Look at 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open this safe. Let's give it a shot. Fuck. 7952. There we go. Ah. A bullet? Okay, that must be the first bullet that was fired. It opened! Because the gun said it fired 2 bullets. This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. No clues here. Really, Apollo, you're not curious about the giant gold cat? This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Waki Kataki. So this is Waki, our client's chart, isn't it? Huh. Why would this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Pralmaractus. Huh? What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala? Alita Tiala is Waki's fiance. That's one eat it too many, Apollo. Hey, you did that on purpose. No, I bit my tongue. Anyway, never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic? Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus clinic. She had access to Waki Kataki's medical chart. You get the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'm gonna be honest, I did not notice that. Wait, did I? Oh, yeah, wow. Huh. I'm not very good at reading, people. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Alright. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? You know who! We got the science girl! Alright, that's probably it. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burnt out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord! Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord. I think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Maybe a genie comes out of it! This potted plant has seen better days. Doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe? I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Well, if this chart isn't anything, then... Let's go talk with, fuck Emma. That's it. Okay, Emma, you need to tell us exactly what this thing says. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trucy, wait! What? That's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure. Oh, clever, Apollo. I thought I'd tell you before. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Okay, never mind. Phoenix then? There's probably a doctor there at the Hickfield Clinic. Not only is there not a doctor, there's also no Phoenix. Back to the office, then. The clinic. The office. Okay. What else is there to look at? Well, we got all the weird animal stuff around here. Whoa! What are those? Walls covered with beakers. Eek! Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, you look yourself. You can't... oh. It's a goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this has a sick sense of humor. Guess the window. The window is ajar. No, the window is a window. Shut up. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. What else is there to find in here? Guess maybe back in the safe? Nope, not the cat, not the fucking other smaller safe inside of it. We need to examine something in the court record. This cord runs to the lamp. It has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain. Looks kind of like lipstick. Oh wait, I know. Maybe it was left by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped. It could also be paint. Probably also paint. Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. Okay. Just as she said, the bulb's broken. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh? How's it broken? Trucy, you saw it. Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Eek. Yeah, fool me once, shame me for... My finger! You're bleeding! Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. That's weird. Bullet lodged in your heart. He's 19, which would have put that at a year ago, I think. Why is it hollow? Wow, it's all mushed. That was one tough safe. You know, it looks kind of yummy. Huh? Like ice cream. Caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trucy. Not sure if we can really get anything from that. What about the barrel markings? Whoa, don't point that thing at me! Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. Okay, not what I was looking for, but alright. Huh. Well, shit. Not really sure what else to do here. How about going back to Emma? She's the only one I can talk to. Quite literally. Actually, wait. Maybe... Maybe I can go back and talk to Waki now. Maybe. June 16th, detention center visitors room. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Do you always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man, Man, I'm all in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Guess there are new questions, but first and foremost, I want to ask him about this. Huh? What's that? Some kind of X-ray? Wait. That's right, Waki. It's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I live long, right? Aren't you always saying, like, burn out, die quick or something? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look. Here, in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You always do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. Okay. Took him long enough. Well, let's see. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I'm aware. Mention that. I just noticed something. Is he wearing socks in this? He's wearing socks. He was inside their house, and so is this. He's also wearing socks. And they're not wearing shoes. You know what? Say which one about Waki. At least he's polite. He respects the custom of taking off your shoes. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me and hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic? That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say. The bad guy always gets the ladies. Sure. Alright. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. That's what she said. What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like, on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave, if you'll marry me. Alright, sure, yeah. So that was the proposal? You know it. I know it to love, right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op? Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. Well, couldn't they just, like, use a magnet? This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? Dude, just go to the doctor. With ZocDoc, you can... Oh my... Yeah, I don't get paid enough. Alright. Or at all, really. But didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup? Yeah. That's when I knew that doctor had to pay. I figured I could get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. By a different doctor? And hey, I'm still living laws now, aren't I? You could die at any second. Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. Gotcha. Hey man, you won't see me bugging out 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Silly Apollo, silence can't speak. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body! I spend my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. My old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. You know you can still commit crimes even after they go legit, right? Like, you don't have to do it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kataki family. You realize people go to jail for, like, decades for murder, right? Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail, for my sake. What else can I present him with? How about Alita's shoes? Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do! I was the one who bought them for her. Yep. Okay, she's the murderer. You're Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. You got mad little feet. Mad! So cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sandals updated in the court record. How about the bullet? Any chance you'd know where that came from? Man, that is so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. Let's preoccupied with something else. Off the chain. How about the lamp? Okay, so we found out those slippers belong to Alita, and by extension, she is probably the killer. I think. Or at least she was at the crime scene. Go here, go talk to Emma again. I think. Okay, never mind. How about this bullet? Never mind, okay, not that. Nothing inside the safe then. Or the lamp. Hey, say, could you take a look at this lamp? The bulb's broken. Right. Strange, isn't it? Really? I break bulbs all the time. Why? My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's kind of odd. About the thing being broken? Yeah, it is. Huh. What else can I show her? What do I need to do to progress? Fucking hell, they're having me running all over the place. Do I go back to Phoenix? Like, what do I do here? I say for the third time this stream. Alright. Nope. Okay. I don't think there's anything left here. Well, maybe there is. June 16th, Eldune's house. Mr. Eldune, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor, still. Oh, that thing! Mr. Eldune, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldune. I forgot he was a doctor, not gonna lie. Wait, hold on, let me... Does that say it in this profile? Oh, wow, actually yes. Mr. Eldune, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldune? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. The chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. About Die. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Ah, oh, that wasn't his hair. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way, it's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. You can still see that bullet stuck in there. Sure. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. Yep, that's usually what it is, from what I hear. What? Yeah, bullet snug as a bug next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. That's something your average doctor would be eager to fiddle with. You mean... It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. True, see, we got a job for you. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. But what's with the heart pumping and lungs working? That bullet's on the move. And give him another half year, tops. But Walkie's operation was already a half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial, he should be on an operating table. Ah, great. Just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? Well, like we just said, they didn't really have a choice. He got a pretty good idea how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. And despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair? Danganronpa's next week. But the only thing he could do was sew the boy back up. It wasn't exactly the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. Taki-taki's? You bet. This kid's the only son I hear. So he skips the operation and Walkie's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting. Hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against a real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. They'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Aldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you? I wish. My hands are only for operating on noodles now. I'm a ramen doctor, you hear? What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Walkie... He's real lucky to be alive, even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart, look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation is how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew what her patient was in serious danger, I think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking? Apollo? Well, think about it like this. He dies, she gets the entire rest of the fortune to herself. If there is a fortune, I don't know. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? And next up is probably the trial. Alright, that's a good stopping point. Ladies and gentlemen, I've an airhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is this week. Keep an eye out for my schedule tomorrow to find out when. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And goodbye for now.